Hi, I'm Lane. Most people think I'm the patient type, but everyone has their breaking point. Mine came on a Tuesday morning last April when I discovered that patience isn't always a virtue. I was scrolling through our joint account statement at the kitchen table when Marcus called. "Morning, man. You still good for poker tonight?" he asked, his voice carrying its usual energy despite the early hour. "Yeah, should be. Unless Vanessa has made other plans I don't know about." "Everything okay? You sound off." I stared at the screen at the 5 separate transfers of exactly $1,500 each. "Not sure yet. Hey, quick question. Did Vanessa mention anything to you about starting a business or making an investment?" "No, why would she tell me that? You two having money problems?" "We shouldn't be, but I'm looking at some transfers." The bedroom door opened and Vanessa appeared, already dressed for work in her usual power suit, hair perfectly styled. She flashed me that smile that usually made everything better. "Who's that?" she asked, pouring coffee. "Just Marcus, checking about poker." I ended the call with a quick, "Talk later." Vanessa sat across from me, eyebrow raised. "You're up early." "Couldn't sleep." "Hey, what's this about 5 transfers to some account I don't recognize?" Her smile didn't falter, but something flickered in her eyes. "Oh, that's for the investment group I told you about, the one Tori recommended." "You never mentioned any investment group." She laughed, the sound a little too high. "Of course I did, babe. Remember when we had dinner at Marcello's? I talked about diversifying our savings. We'd been to Marcello's many times in 5 years together. I studied her face, searching for the truth. That's a lot of money, Van. It's a great opportunity. Tori's already made back triple her investment. And you didn't think to discuss it with me first? It's our joint account." Her phone buzzed. She glanced at it, then stood abruptly. "We can talk about this tonight. I'm late for a meeting." After she left, I called Tori. "Lane, this is unexpected," she answered, her voice nervous. "Hey, Tori, quick question about that investment group you recommended to Vanessa." "Investment group? What investment group?" My stomach dropped. "The one where you've apparently tripled your money?" "I haven't recommended any investments to Vanessa. We mostly talk about—" She stopped suddenly. "About what?" "Tori? Look, I shouldn't get involved." "You already are. What's going on?" She sighed. "Has Vanessa mentioned anyone named Devin?" "No, who's Devin?" They've been seeing each other. For months now. I thought you knew, or at least suspected. She said you two were basically separated." The room seemed to tilt. "We live in the same house, sleep in the same bed. How is that separated?" "Lane, I'm so sorry. I really thought, where does this Devin live?" "He has that new condo on Riverside, the one with the penthouses, the ones that start at $800,000. Yeah, he's some tech investor or something. Lane, what are you going to do?" I closed my laptop, my mind surprisingly clear. "Nothing yet. But Tori, I need you to do something for me." "What?" "Don't tell Vanessa we talked." Marcus arrived at my office an hour after I called him. "Jesus, Lane, you're sure about this?" he asked, pacing the small space between my desk and the door. The transfers matched the dates she said she was at conferences. 5 weekends, 5 transfers of $1,500. "That's not proof she's—" Tori confirmed it. "She's been seeing this guy Devin for months. Apparently, I'm the last to know." Marcus stopped pacing. "What are you going to do? Confront her?" "Not yet. I need to understand what I'm dealing with first." My sister Ellie called as we were talking. I put her on speaker. "I got your message." "What's this about needing a lawyer?" she asked, her voice sharp with concern. "Vanessa's been transferring money from our joint account to fun weekends with her boyfriend." "Her what?" Ellie's tone shifted from concern to fury in an instant. "That manipulative little—" "Elle, I need advice, not anger." "Fine. How much are we talking?" "At least $7,500 so far." "Document everything. Screenshots, statements, dates. Don't confront her yet. We need to see how deep this goes." Marcus leaned toward the phone. "He should just walk away, Elle. Clean break." "It's not that simple," I said. "We have the house, joint accounts, and she's committing fraud," Ellie added. "Using joint funds for an affair is legally questionable. I'm calling David Chen." "The detective?" I asked. "He handled a similar case last year. He'll know the best approach." After Ellie hung up, Marcus studied my face. "You're being weirdly calm about this. What's the alternative? Scene from a movie where I trashed the place? That just makes me look bad. Man, if someone stole from me and cheated, I'm angry, Marcus. But I'm not stupid." My phone pinged with a text from Vanessa. "Working late tonight, don't wait up." Marcus read it over my shoulder. "Working late, huh?" I pulled up the banking app again. Let's see if there's another transfer today. Sure enough, $1,500 had moved from our account 30 minutes ago. That's not for poker chips, Marcus muttered. Detective Chen met us at a coffee shop near my office. His expression remained neutral as I explained the situation. Financial infidelity is unfortunately common, he said, making notes. The good news is you've discovered it before she's emptied your accounts. What's my next step? I asked. Document everything as your sister suggested. Then we need to establish a pattern of behavior. You mean follow her? I can recommend a licensed investigator. Meanwhile, act normal. If she suspects you know, she might cover her tracks. Or clean out what's left of our accounts, I added. Chen nodded. Exactly. One more thing. Does she have access to your personal accounts or retirement funds? I hadn't even thought of that. My brokerage account. She has the password. Change it today and check if any transfers have been made. As we left, Marcus grabbed my shoulder. What about tonight? She thinks you don't know. Tonight, I pack a bag and stay at your place. I can't sleep next to her anymore. You're just going to leave without saying anything? I checked my watch. She won't be home until morning anyway. And by then, I'll be gone. 3 weeks later, I sat in my lawyer's office with the complete file Detective Chen had compiled. Photos, bank statements, hotel receipts, and statements from witnesses including Tori. This is more than enough, Barbara, my attorney, said. She's diverted over $22,000 in total. I still can't believe the retirement account, Marcus muttered beside me. Barbara nodded. Attempting to transfer funds from your personal retirement account crosses a line. It's no longer just about the affair. When do we confront her? I asked. Today, if you're ready. She's been served with a notice to appear for the hearing, but she doesn't know the specifics yet. I hadn't seen Vanessa since the morning I discovered the transfers. She'd called and texted constantly for the first week, her messages evolving from confusion to anger to tearful pleas. The conference room door opened and Vanessa walked in with her lawyer. She froze when she saw me. Lane, she whispered, then rushed forward. Where have you been? I've been worried sick. I didn't rise to greet her. Sit down, Vanessa. What is this about? Why did I get served with papers? Her voice rose with indignation. Her lawyer, a slim man with expensive cufflinks, placed a restraining hand on her arm. Miss Harris, please. Barbara slid copies of the file across the table. Your client has been misappropriating funds from joint accounts to finance an extramarital affair and attempted to access Mr. Cooper's personal retirement accounts without authorization. Vanessa's face drained of color as she flipped through the pages. This is ridiculous. Lane, tell them this is a misunderstanding. Is Devin Matthews a misunderstanding too? Or the Riverside penthouse? He's a business connection. These were investments. Stop lying. I slammed my hand on the table. Tori told me everything. We have hotel receipts, restaurant charges. We have you on camera entering his building every weekend you were supposedly at conferences. Her lawyer examined the evidence with a deepening frown. Lane, please. Vanessa's voice softened, tears welling in her eyes. I made a terrible mistake. I was stupid and selfish, but I love you. We can work through this. Like you worked through our savings account, our retirement funds. I was going to pay it back. Devin promised. Devin promised what? To leave his wife for you? Did he promise that before or after he helped you spend my money? Her expression shifted. Your money? It was our money, and you were never there. Always working. Always with Marcus or your sister, never with me. So you stole from me? How does that make sense? I deserved something for myself. 5 years of being the perfect girlfriend while you built your career? Her lawyer whispered urgently in her ear, but she shook him off. You know what? Keep the evidence. Keep the money. You're so cold, so calculating. Did you ever even love me? A real man would have confronted me, not sneaked around building a case. I leaned forward. A real partner wouldn't have stolen from me or cheated on me. You did both. This is harassment, she hissed. I'll countersue. For what? Catching you in the act? She stood abruptly, knocking over her chair. You'll regret this. I swear to God, Lane, you'll wish you'd never started this. As she stormed toward the door, she turned back. I was going to tell you everything. I wanted to make it right. Save it for the judge, I replied. After the door slammed behind her, her lawyer gathered his papers. We'll need time to review these allegations. The evidence speaks for itself, Barbara replied. As the lawyer left, Marcus whistled low. That went about as well as expected. Detective Chen, who had observed silently, finally spoke. You should file for a restraining order. That sounded like a threat. The hearing took place 2 months after our confrontation. In that time, Vanessa had made good on her threat, showing up at my workplace and sending increasingly hostile messages. The restraining order came after she threw a potted plant through Marcus's window, mistakenly believing I was staying there. The courtroom was quieter than I expected. Ellie sat beside me, occasionally squeezing my hand. Across the aisle, Vanessa sat alone, her lawyer whispering urgently in her ear. Judge Watkins reviewed the final documents before addressing the court. The evidence of financial impropriety is substantial and undisputed. The court finds in favor of Mr. Cooper. Vanessa's sob echoed in the quiet room. Furthermore, the judge continued, the restraining order will remain in effect for 2 years, given the pattern of harassment and the incident at Mr. Fielding's residence. Outside the courtroom, Tori approached hesitantly. Lane, can I talk to you? What is it, Tori? Vanessa wanted me to give you this. She held out an envelope. It's an apology letter. She's really sorry for everything. I didn't take it. An apology doesn't replace what she stole or repair the trust she broke. She's lost everything. Devin dumped her when the money stopped. She's staying with her parents in Oakville. That's not my problem. Tori's expression hardened. You could show some compassion. She made a mistake. Marcus stepped forward. A mistake is forgetting an anniversary. She committed fraud and harassment. Fine, be bitter. She thrust the letter at me again. Just read it. I took the envelope and tore it in half. Some things can't be fixed with words. Later that evening, we gathered at Ellie's house. Detective Chen had joined us, now off duty and nursing a beer. How are you holding up? He asked. Better than expected. The money doesn't matter as much as I thought it would. You got justice. That's what matters, Ellie said. Is it justice? Sometimes it just feels empty. Marcus clinked his bottle against mine. That's normal. You spent 5 years with her. It's okay to mourn that. I'm not mourning her. I'm mourning who I thought she was. Detective Chen nodded. Identity theft of the heart. Worst kind there is. My phone buzzed with a text from Vanessa. I'll always love you. Please reconsider. I showed it to the others before blocking her number. You did the right thing, Ellie said. Clean break. I know. I just keep thinking, what if I'd seen the signs earlier? Don't do that to yourself, Chen advised. Manipulators are good at hiding their true nature. Marcus raised his bottle. To new beginnings and better judgment in partners. We all drank to that. So what's next for you? Chen asked. Focus on work. Rebuild my savings. Maybe travel a bit. No dating for a while? Ellie teased. Not until I trust my judgment again. As the evening wound down, I stepped onto Ellie's porch. The night air carried the scent of approaching rain. Marcus joined me, leaning against the railing. You know what I keep thinking about? He said. That morning when you called me. You were so calm. I wasn't calm. I was in shock. Still, most people would have exploded. What would that have accomplished? She'd have just spun more lies. True. He paused. Do you think you'll ever forgive her? I considered the question, watching lightning flash in the distance. No. Some betrayals cut too deep, but someday I might thank her. Thank her? For what? For showing me who she really was before we got married or had kids, for teaching me to verify, not trust blindly. That's a hard lesson. The important ones usually are. The rain started gentle at first, then building to a steady rhythm against the roof. I thought about the empty apartment waiting for me, and for the first time in months, it didn't feel like a void. You know what hurts the most, I said, breaking the comfortable silence. It's not the money or even the affair. It's that I trusted her completely. When she looked me in the eyes that morning and lied about the investments, I almost believed her. Marcus nodded slowly. Trust is a currency that can't be refunded once it's spent. Poetic, I laughed. Who said that? I just did. Write it down, it might be worth something someday. Ellie poked her head through the door. You two planning to stand in the rain all night? Dessert's ready. As we headed inside, I felt the weight on my shoulders lighten just a bit. The betrayal would always be part of my story, but it wouldn't be the end of it. Have you ever discovered someone wasn't who you thought they were? What did you do? Confront them immediately or plan your response carefully. I'd love to hear your stories in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this.